I'm here on site where we are building 6 new townhouses. Coming up, I'll talk about the progress on site, explaining the foundation and framing stage, and stick around to the end of the video where I'll show you the firewall system we're using on this job. Yo, we're on the Wainui 6 townhouse job and the back 4 lots are getting their lower level frames installed. So cool after a year and a half of looking at a piece of paper to be able to walk around site and look at some of the decisions we made ages ago starting to come to life. As well as standing all the frames, we're also doing as much of the landscaping we can now before the scaffold goes up and the site becomes really tight to work at. We're getting as much of the prep and landscaping sorted now. So that's involved getting a retaining wall along the back part of the section, getting the rest of the base course to height. You know, in an ideal world, you'd have a flat site, you'd scrape it, you'd base course it, and then you can put your fences up. Here, the fences and retaining walls needed to get built first, then we could flatten the site, then we could work our way down to the back. It's been a huge undertaking. As well as that, we had to drive piles down. So the original site had quite a gradient down. We had to take out a huge amount of soil that wasn't good to build on. Engineer wasn't happy with that, made us take out even more after his first visit. Take a bunch of soil out, bring in a bunch of fill, then drive piles down through it. Then we've done the slab. This slab now has hot edge insulation which meets the H1 requirements. That's an extra layer of work that we haven't had to do before. Suffice to say, I'm pretty stoked that we're on a slab and at the framing stage back into traditional building territory. It's a pretty massive change from the original 1 house on site to now have 6 units being built. Whenever we're building townhouses right next to each other, the intertenancy wall needs to have a firewall layer in between. On this one here, we're using jib barrier line. It's a 25mm product. It meets the fire ratings. If there's a fire in one of the units, it contains it in that unit long enough to get firefighters here to put that fire out without disadvantaging all the other units. So we build that intertenancy wall while we are framing. You can see right now they've done layer 1 of that wall, and then we're going to crane in some steel beams. We're going to do the mid floor, then they'll do layer 2 of the firewall, and it goes all the way up to the bottom of the roof. I'm going to catch up with the builders on site. Quinny's here at a digger, going to catch up with him, as well as Smoko. It was a huge, big, overgrown backyard that wasn't really utilised. We're adding 6 rentals to the housing system. That means 6 families will have a new place to live. Really exciting to be a part of this project, and I appreciate having a chance to be involved start to finish, right from moving that house off site to slab down, frames up, and we're going to take it all the way through to landscaping, gardening. You know what we do. And if you want to watch that process, go ahead, click subscribe.